Section 119. We're here.
I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty intense NXT. I'm gonna forewarn everybody, I have been sick all fucking week, so I sound like shit, and I apologize. Marlene is gonna literally have to carry this episode.
I will be the Shawn Michaels to your Marty Jannetty. I got this.
I mean, that's everyday life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up. Hello, welcome, hi. I'm Marlena, this is Julie, and you're listening to Heel Section 119. I'm super fucking hyper right now, and part of that is because I've been drinking Monster Ultra Sunrise, since I've gotten up. So, there's that. And then there was just the sheer fuckfest of NXT Takeover Brooklyn II, which I say fuckfest in the most loving way possible. Fucking Christ.
That was magic. That was just fucking magic.
Oh my god. Everything about TakeOver was perfect. And honestly, if you disagree, you're dumb. Honestly, if there's no other words for you, you are really dumb. But yeah, so we'll obviously talk about TakeOver because it just happened. Just a fair warning, if you haven't seen TakeOver, turn off this podcast now. Because obviously, I mean, I understand that you're bewitched by our charm, but please, we're trying to do you a favor. Spoiler-free zone. Keep it. You need to watch it. It's really, honestly worth the watch through if you haven't done so already. We're going to talk about the Cruiserweight Classic this week, which was fire.
Yeah, and I'll be over here crying, sobbing grossly. I have this weird reaction whenever Brian Kendrick comes on TV. I just start crying like an idiot.
He's a man with a plan.
I love him so much.
He's so great. So if you just hear random bubble popping over there, it's just Julie gross sobbing and just becoming a mess of herself. Yeah, well, we'll chit-chat about that. We'll chit-chat about SummerSlam tomorrow. We'll talk about fucking suspensions on suspensions on suspensions on suspensions, because suddenly the WWE are Oprah Winfrey and are just like, you get a suspension, and you get a suspension, and you get a suspension. So we'll chat about that. But yeah, if just a fair warning, if at any point during this broadcast Julie sounds like she's dying, we're probably going to cut it short.
If I can power through it, I'll just mute my mic for the duration.
We'll plow through. And, you got to give props to Julie for doing it, because being sick and doing this sort of stuff is really difficult.
I didn't want it this week.
Yeah. I've done this sort of stuff sick before. It's fucking awful. I think Mary Kate mentioned it during the NXT takeover conversation, the Florida allergies thing.
Oh, yeah.
Legit. It's legit. I've been dying for 2 months. It's fine. And the problem is if you've never been to Florida or lived in Florida, and I'm talking summer, you don't really realize how much it rains, but it rains a whole lot, so all of that pollen and all of that gross just constantly is getting kicked up. And even, I've tried 3 different allergy medications, and it's still awful. But yeah, so that's a legit thing. But yeah, we're gonna just jump feet first into TakeOver, because, we're still fresh on that high.
Oh, wait, before we do anything... we said it on the Facebook page, and I just wanted to mention it now. Just wishing a happy birthday to our friend Candace from the Squared Circle podcast. Dirty 30.
Yep, she's my 86 twin. I mean, granted, I'm 8 months older than her, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. 86 is a good year because, like, the models from 86, you know, we got this.
I came around a year later, and I was a failure.
Oh my god. You're fine. 86, 87, and 88 were good years. So
88 was kind of questionable.
88, a lot of the stuff was broken on it, but that's okay. We still love it anyway. Obviously, my wife was born in 88. So, whatever. We're old timers. Get used to it. All right, let's do this. So, obviously, TakeOver is kind of like, TakeOver Brooklyn specifically is kind of like, you know, the coup de grace of, like, NXT. Like, it's kind of like WrestleMania for NXT. Mm-hmm. And, you know, fuck TakeOver before Mania, because, like, Brooklyn just has such a huge vibe about it, because you can ask anyone, New York City is a wrestling city. Like, wrestling was fucking forged in New York City. Like, it's the only reason I'm proud to be from New York, period, because that is the only thing we have. Other people would argue that, but they're wrong, so it's fine.
They don't listen to the podcast anyway, so who cares?
So, NXT Takeover Brooklyn was absolutely insane. From beginning to end, honestly, there wasn't a bad match. Mm-hmm. We started the night off with a fiesta, of course, because, god damn it, I'm a proud mom, and I'm, like, weeping over like, all of a sudden, you know, No Way Jose's music hits, and I'm just, like, already, like, misty, and I get feelings on my feelings, and I'm just so proud. I'm just so happy. And I looked at Megan, and I was like, I've never felt this happy before in my life. But, so, No Way Jose and Austin Aries, God's gift. He's the greatest man to ever live. And if you don't believe us, you can ask him yourself, because he will tell you. He will tell you the exact same thing in like 4 different languages, because it's legit. Honestly, I was expecting a decent match with them, just because, like, No Way Jose has improved so much. Like, just every time you see him, the kid is getting better and better and better, and he's got charisma coming out of his pores, and it makes me so nauseous. But like, I wasn't expecting the match we got. Austin just pushed that kid to the ringer, and you know what? It made him better because of it. There honestly couldn't have been a better way to kick off the show, because the energy in that match it set fire to the crowd. And the crowd was the real MVP. Like, they were just nuts the entire night. And they didn't slow down. It was beautiful. And Austin Aries delighted the crowd numerous times with beautiful, beautiful maneuvers. We got to see the Last Chance Arena not once but twice. And the Last Chance Arena is probably truly blessed. Honestly, the Last Chance Arena is one of my favorite moves. It's so beautiful. It's so fluid. It's just absolutely magnificent. And Aries picked up the win. Such a good match. Like, I know that I sound like that soccer mom whose kid finally made a goal, and like, you know, after like 6 years of trying, he finally gets like the game-winning goal, and like, I knew my kid could do it all along. Yeah, I know. I sound like that mom with fucking No Way Jose is involved. But I love this kid so much, and seeing him with Austin Aries was just nuts to me.
I think that the match actually did a lot of good, even though a lot of people might sit there and be like, you know what, Jose should have won, but at the same time, we know how great Austin is, but like I said in the chat, this also elevated No Way Jose to another, like, tier. He got to show what he was made of, and he is an incredibly talented guy. Oh,
for sure. And like, over the past few weeks during this build-up, Like, he actually got, like, a build-up feud, which was fantastic. And you just seen all of that fire come out of him, and it's so refreshing to see, like, young talent that is that hungry and that willing to improve and that willing to just for it. Like, he did not, slow down. He didn't hesitate. Nothing. He just went for it. And honestly, I love that kid. I see great things in his future. And if there's anyone else that's going to build up your talent and make you just give everything you've got and then reach down for more, it's Austin Aries.
Absolutely. And then...
oh my god, I literally screamed. I'm like, it was just completely out of nowhere, right? And like, also I'm just kind of derping. I'm like, oh cool, Austin Aries won, and then the and I just shriek, and Megan is sitting on the bed, and she's just like, what? So I like punctured her eardrum with the volume.
That's literally the second time that's happened to her, because I did that to her the last time CM Punk came back.
And I just